This old-school teaser setup kills troops quicker than you think. You can get 1-star defenses if attackers enter opposite to Town Hall. Hey Clashers, I'm Bob the Builder, and today, I'm bringing you an incredible Town Hall 15 teaser-style base with an anti-3-star setup. Now, if you're wondering what a teaser base is, let me explain. These bases are designed to bait attackers into a specific entry point, making them think they've found an easy path to the Town Hall, only to crush their attack with heavy defenses and traps. It's the perfect setup to make newbie attackers feel bad for underestimating it. In this base, the Town Hall is placed closer to the 730 side. Naturally, most attackers will target this side, aiming for a safe 2-star attack. But here's where the fun begins. This side is a complete death trap. Just look at the key defenses stacked in this area: the Town Hall itself, expos, scatter shots, and the monolith. And to make things even deadlier, we've got rage towers boosting some of these key defenses, creating insane DPS. The damage is so high that most troops won't even survive long enough to get near the core. This is exactly how teaser bases work. They capitalize on an attacker's overconfidence and lack of planning. They're excellent against less skilled attackers. But here's a heads up. While this base works great against noobs, I wouldn't recommend it against pro attackers. That doesn't mean this base is weak, but skilled players could exploit its vulnerabilities. For example, the 3 o'clock side of the base isn't as heavily defended. A pro attacker could avoid the heavy DPS zone near the Town Hall and choose to enter from that side. But even then, the Town Hall side is so deadly that it's likely to wipe out most of their troops. In fact, you'll see this in the defense replays. Even when an attacker uses Electro dragons and enters from the opposite side, leaving the Town Hall for the back end, they end up with a 1-star fail. Why? Because the Town Hall area is a massive damage zone that destroys everything in its path. Another highlight of this base is the placement of the Eagle artillery. Usually you'll find the Eagle positioned closer to the edges in most bases, but here we've centralized it. This means it takes longer for troops to reach the Eagle, giving it more time to dish out damage. And with the dead zones making paving into the core tricky, there's a high chance that troops will completely skip the Eagle artillery for a long time, allowing it to dominate the battlefield. Now let's talk about how this base performs against air spam attacks. The defensive setup here is quite unique. The Town Hall side is loaded with defenses specifically designed to kill all armies, while the back end is packed with defenses to finish off any remaining troops. Multi-infernos near the core add further splash damage, making it extremely tough for troops to survive once they reach the center of the base. If you take a closer look at the heroes, they're all stacked closer to the core. This positioning is brilliant because troops entering the core will have to deal with heavy damage from the defensive heroes. And here's the best part. Heroes can step inside the Rage Tower's range, boosting their damage significantly. Trust me, raged up heroes are no joke. They can wipe out high HP troops like tanks and heroes in no time. Now, let's discuss the traps. The majority of traps are placed in the Town Hall area, creating an instant damage zone. Giant bombs and red air bombs are positioned to hit both ground and air troops hard. The idea is to kill as many troops as possible as quickly as possible. As for the 130 side of the base, it might look like it has less DPS at first glance, but we've placed a Tesla farm over there to catch attackers off guard. Combined with traps like bombs and spring traps, this side has enough defensive power to hold its own and support the rest of the base's defenses. Overall, this base is an absolute beast against less skilled attackers and can even give pro players a tough time. Its clever design, deadly traps, and high DPS make it a solid choice for securing 1-star defenses. That's it for the base analysis. Up next, we'll dive into the defense replays to see this base in action. First up, we have a classic air spam attack. The attacker starts by using a giant arrow to take out one of the air defenses and sets up a funnel. Then, the dragons are sent straight into the core with a blimp for the Town Hall. The Warden ability is popped early, with 2 rage spells boosting the dragons. But as the blimp reaches the Town Hall, it gets caught in the tornado trap. Fortunately for the attacker, they've brought Yetis in the blimp, and they manage to take out the town hall. Now watch what happens next. The monolith kills most of the remaining dragons, while the Tesla farm up top stops the heroes from even clearing a single compartment. The royal champion is sent in as a last resort, but with every defense targeting her, she doesn't get much value. The result? A low percentage 2-star defense. Next, we have a Root Rider attack. Once the funnel is set on either side, the Root Riders are sent straight to the town hall. But the insane DPS from the base forces the attacker to pop the Warden ability early. Even so, as the troops push into the core, they're getting absolutely melted. By the time they reach the core, half the army is already gone. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. The early defensive setup is devastating. The remaining troops, including the Royal Champion, can only manage to grab some additional percentage points. This attack ends with a low 70% 2-star. Now for the third replay, it's an Electro Dragon spam attack. The attacker decides to enter from the opposite side of the town hall. After setting a solid funnel, all the dragons are sent into the core. But here's the thing. The back end of this base is loaded with high DPS defenses. Most of the dragons are wiped out before they can even get to the town hall. As they approach the deadly town hall section, the raged-up defenses quickly kill off the remaining troops. The Royal Champion attempts to clean up, but is eliminated before she can even reach the town hall. As I said earlier, entering from the opposite side of the town hall almost always results in a 1-star fail, and this replay proves it. For the fourth replay, we have another air spam attack, but this time with a Super Archer blimp. The town hall compartment looks like it could provide good value for a Super Archer blimp. The attacker safely gets the blimp to the target area. The Super Archers do get some decent value, but considering the number of spells used, it's not as much value as you'd expect. Without wasting time, the attacker deploys the dragons. But the sweeper causes trouble, and the dragons hit a wave of black mines. 4 of them, to be exact. As they approach the core, watch how the raged-up Queen and Monolith team up to wipe out the dragons almost instantly. The entire army is destroyed before it can do significant damage. The heroes try to push through, but the Tesla farm and back-end defenses prove too strong. This attack ends in another low percentage defense. Finally, we have a Super Witch attack. The attacker uses a fireball to create a solid funnel, and now the attacker sends the Super Witches straight toward the town hall. Here's where the magic happens. The timing of the clan castle troops is perfect. Just as the troops approach the core, the CC troops come out and distract them, all while the Monolith, Scattershots, and Expos rain down heavy damage. And it doesn't stop there. The defensive heroes join the battle, dealing even more damage to the troops. On top of that, the defensive troops are raged up, making them even deadlier. By the time the witches reach the core, most of the army is wiped out. The remaining troops barely make it to the back end, and the ground expo cleans up any survivors from afar. Once again, we have a low percentage defense. So that's all about this Town Hall 15 Teaser Base. This teaser base proves its worth against most popular attack strategies, delivering consistent low percent 2-star defenses. If you want defenses like these, the base link is in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more killer bases. See you in the next one.